Three categories that 901 Ummah works with is social, the second one's enrichment and educational, and the third one's service. And all these three aspects actually tie in together really beautifully, because every single young person needs a social environment to be in, right? With people just like them, people different from them. This helps them grow socially and emotionally, and it helps them develop as people. Number two is enrichment and education, and that's kind of like where my niche was, because I kind of like put together all these different classes and workshops, and we did halaqas after team ishas and all these different things. And I can tell you the first few ones that we've had, there were maybe like 5 to 10 people, and honestly that has like transitioned into like Divine Verses and a Beautiful Life that I do now as the MIC's youth director, and that like the least amount of people we've ever had of those were like 30 people, and like the max we've had was like 100, 120 one time. So it's really interesting, like the mix of all the events that we have. And of course the last but not least is community service, which actually ties social and enrichment together, because it actually lets you apply what you learn, apply everything that we've talked about before. And I really think that 901 Ummah's balance and mix of events is the thing that actually keeps it going. The money that you're going to be donating today, inshallah, will actually go towards the whole calendar year to actually fund all the events that we do. So for example, if we take the youth out of town for a retreat, if we have certain banquets and events for everyone, parents included, these are the things that are going to day-to-day function 901 Ummah and help us basically succeed and continue on and continue to get larger and develop more. And I hope your donation really helps, inshallah. And I think that we need to look at this as an investment, because this is our future. This is not just, for now, this is for the future. So if we donate now, we'll get a lot of good investment for the future, inshallah, and hopefully we'll make leaders for tomorrow.
His will is always done. His will is always done, and can never be undone.
Joining 901 Ummah has allowed me to not only make new friends and meet new people, but also explore my passion and become a leader in ways that I never thought I could.
I remember back in the day when we used to go to Masjid Islam, and all we had is a tiny little room with computers, and now we have this big organization that we have all these events, and it's really nice to see that there is something for the youth. Many times the youth are lost from the masjid, and this is one way, and an amazing way to bring everyone together and feel comfortable in the masjid. Like it's not an outside thing, that's home, somewhere we can have fun, pray, and have a good setting, environment.
Being in 901 Ummah helped me grow by not helping me find myself, but also creating myself. I've faced so many struggles, met so many people, and totally went out of my comfort zone, and that's honestly the only way to grow. One thing that really left an impact on me is to never overpromise and underperform.
Safi and Samir do the greatest things ever. Like even in Jordan, as a Muslim country, we don't get to do stuff like this. Bonfires, lessons, games. It's just so many things I've been thankful and grateful for. I mean, I can't describe how I actually feel.
So honestly, 901 Ummah has done nothing but better me as a person. I feel like 901 Ummah was the place for me to bring all of my passion into one area and help that and help myself as a Muslim American use my identity to develop my passion. And so I think no organization in Memphis does that like 901 Ummah, and so it's just really a blessing to be a part of this organization. Alhamdulillah. Well, when I first heard about it, I heard it from a friend, and she told me that they wanted someone to start the newsletter and the website. And I thought, what a great opportunity to build my resume. And I realized after I joined that it was much more than that. It was me making friends and training experiences and being more in tune with my religion as well and my faith.
Ya Allah, you're the sovereign, you're the sultan of soul.
I have one son actually, and he's a very smart kid. He's done very well in academics. But what's been really good is for him to meet kids like himself, born and raised in America, who've seen the same kind of growth as he has, faced the same kind of pressure that he has. And it's good for him to see other kids like him going through the same challenges, the same pressures, which makes him understand and reflect that he's mainstream like any other kid. He may be brilliant, he may be intelligent, but being part of this community has helped him to be grounded into the true community and Islamic values, and which should make me and every parent proud of every kid in this community. And I thank 901 Ummah, I thank the leadership of that 901 Ummah.
There has been a tremendous improvement in the youth activity and programs over the last few years in Memphis. The initiation of the 901 Ummah has really brought a lot of organized activities to the youth programs, and the collaboration with all the masajid has made the 901 Ummah programs essential for the youth activities in the city.
I think the masjid has to become an inclusive space for youth in order for Islam to survive in America. So I think that 901 Ummah is a really positive step in that direction, because it creates this entity for the kids to come together and to bond and to have, you know, a space that is theirs, that's in the mosque.
I think there has been a significant improvement in the youth program in Memphis. Since 901 Ummah started a year or so ago, the programs have become very well organized, and they're very, very well structured. There is a direction, there is a purpose for all those programs, and we are seeing the fruits of all that hard work in the development of our youth. So I think the improvement has been significant, and it's just because of the hard work that all the youth leaders have put into the program so far.
As 901 had an effect on the community is that it is energizing both the youth, and maybe even also giving some hope to those of us who are a little older, you know, because we can see that the torch is being passed. So it's really good to see that next generation coming up, because you know, I see you as my, you know, retirement funds. So, you know, you'll do the heavy lifting in the next few years, inshallah. So it is. So I think it has been organized to change the community.
So one of the great things in the Memphis that I have seen since I moved, there's the 901 Ummah. They have been involved in different activities, especially getting involved with the rest of the cities in the state and also outside the state, which really give them all these youth a platform to get engaged with the rest of the youth around the country, and of course from different ethnic background. What I see is that they have a lot of activities ranging from helping out the community, volunteer work, and also some physical activities that are involved. And I really appreciate all the people who are involved in this particular project.
I think, like I said, we always catered for the the adult, the elderly, which is they already have the knowledge of Islam. They already know how to pray. Some of them they already memorize Quran. Yeah, but we always have classes for them. We always decorate for them. We always build for them. But the kids always were forgotten in the past. You know, especially youth. And the youth is the future. I mean, who's going to take over after, we're gone? It's going to be them. And if we don't have a good basis for them, if we don't have them ready for that, I think we're going to lose a lot.
I think the dream for the youth should be one and simple thing, that they will develop leadership qualities. And they will not only lead our community to be a better community in and of itself, but eventually lead the greater community into great Islamic values, which include compassion, intelligence, wisdom, sincerity, devotion, being soft in tongues, and really being who they are expected to be as the Islam defines all of us to be. And I'm sure they're heading in the right direction. And I'm very hopeful that they will eventually get there if we keep supporting them.
Muhammad was chosen from amongst all humans. Muhammad was chosen. He was illiterate and he was an orphan. He was illiterate and he was an orphan. Yet Allah sent him to those who were pagans. Yet Allah sent him to those who were pagans. Oh Allah, let us drink. Oh Allah, let us drink from his hand in the fountain. Allahu, 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 Ya Allah, you're the sovereign, you're the sultan of souls. Ya Allah, you're the sovereign, you're the sultan of souls. Please protect me from shaitan and all of his treason. Please protect me from shaitan and all of his treason. Let him not with his whispers my iman ever weaken. Let him not with his whispers my iman ever weaken. My only wish in this life, my only wish in this life is to attain your pardon. Allahu, Allahu, Allahu.